Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new and you never seen me before, my name is Empress of Sunlight Tarot and I'm a tarot reader here on YouTube as well as on TikTok. And today I will be performing the love reading between the fire signs and their person, that is Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. So if you or your person are fire signs or have fire sign in your chart, then this reading should resonate to you in some way, shape, or form. Do keep in mind that time, gender, and energy are all fluid, so please take what resonates and leave what doesn't, okay? Do not force a reading to fit. Now, we're going to start off by getting a oracle to kind of set the tone as to what could be going on between you and your person around this time, fire signs. So, cutting the deck, starting off, you have dating. Okay, so you and this person are definitely together, or maybe you just started dating. Maybe there was some type of talks or conversations of wanting to finally make something official in some type of way between you and your person. Starting off with your opening oracles for your side, fire signs. You have laughter. It says the laughter shared between soulmates warms the spirit in a way that no coat ever could. Okay, so you can find yourself really laughing and enjoying time with this person. You can notice that there is a lot of playful energy or lighthearted energy with this person. There could be like a lot of like goofiness, playfulness, you know, playful banter, and things of that nature that you seem to feel or experience when dating or interacting with this person. The first opening oracle for your person's side, they have the best part. It says if life were a movie, being with each other would be the best part, and you both bring out better parts of each other. So it does look like the feeling is mutual between you and this person. I do get that this may be like a freshly started, this feels new. That's what this feels like. This feels very new. So if you did recently meet this person, or you just started connecting to this person in some way, maybe also if there has been some like rocky moments between you and this person and you've now finally come back together, this could feel really like lighthearted and uplifting as well. But it does look like your person does see that there are a lot of great moments that they feel with you, that they've experienced with you. We're going to next get the messages, starting off with your side, fire signs. We have gaslighting you. It says, I've been lying to you and gaslighting you. You weren't crazy. You were right. I just wasn't strong enough to admit it. Okay, so don't be alarmed by this card, okay? This can, I guess, kind of symbolize in the way that your reading is set up so far, is that if you have been kind of neglecting how you actually feel about this person, or you've been kind of like lying to yourself or lying to this person, putting on a mask that you weren't all that interested, or you haven't been that emotionally open, I feel like you could find yourself kind of coming out of that shell, okay? You could be even expressing to this person, you know, I actually am into you, or I like you a lot more than I'm letting on, or whatever the case may be. And maybe this person kind of picked that up, and they were, maybe this person was like kind of picking that up, and you were just kind of like in this period, or maybe you're even still in this period of kind of recognizing like, you know what, I actually do care about this person, or I actually do enjoy this person in some way, shape, or form. Okay, now your person, they have no one compares. It says no matter how many people I've met and experienced I have, there is no one that compares to you. Okay, so there is something very special that your person feels towards you that does not compare to the other people that they've dated, other people that they've been with. There's a special uniqueness to you or to y'all's dynamic that really intrigues this person. Okay, And lastly, your opening oracle from the Cosmic Insight. Starting off with you, we have narcissist. It says someone is too full of themselves. Okay. So, you could feel as if you could be like mirroring this person, or something about your energy could come off maybe like a bit too guarded or too cocky in a sense. And maybe this person is someone that kind of breaks that wall. Okay, because I do get, like, for some of you fire signs, if you are a bit closed off, like if you are a bit closed off, or if you are kind of masking in a way to where you don't really seem as vulnerable or whatever, then this can symbolize that, like, you could be really prideful in letting yourself be seen in a vulnerable way, or, you know, being catered to, or being like cared for in a way too. Okay. And then your person, we have let go. It says make room for the new beginning. It is on its way to you now. Okay. So this does look like there is some type of new cycle or new chapter here that your person is experiencing with you, whether this is a past person or whether this is, you know, you and your person maybe have gotten like off on the wrong foot, or just didn't work, or there were some hiccups, whatever the case would be. It does look as though your person is definitely into you, and them being really into you could be scaring you in a sense, because you could be noticing like a lot of wounds or triggers are coming up, and you're actually being seen and acknowledged in a way that may have been very different from the past in some way, shape, or form. So we're going to get the theme cards. I'm going to pull one for you, one for them, as well as a clarifier, and then get the tarot. Cutting the deck for you, fire signs. You have, I told you the Four of Pentacles would open up. You are guarded. Your guard is up. Your guard is up. I knew I wasn't tripping. I was like, I don't want y'all to think that these words on these cards are scaring you. I'm like, I think it's just a mask. I don't think it's how you like actually feel. And you have beauty with charming, graceful, and kind-hearted. Okay. I do get, for some of you fire signs, you may be very cautious when it comes to dating in general, or just dating a specific person, because you may feel that a lot of the connections that you're in are very superficial. Okay. You may feel like the people that gravitate to you, or that want to be into you, or even like if they choose you, it's not really choosing you for you. You may feel like they're choosing you for like what you have, or how you look, or what you can offer, or what you can bring to the table. And so for a lot of you, you may know that, like, okay, I'm an attractive person, you know, inside and out. And because of that, people can, you know, mistake you for certain things, or certain ways of experiencing relationships. And that might not be what you want. That might not be as appealing to you. And so it can really kind of shut down your energy, because, you know, you may feel like people are only into you for one thing. Okay. Now, cutting the deck for your person. They have card 21 with the world, symbolizing embrace. Okay, so there is a closing out of something. They do have let go here. So they could be closing out certain cycles in their life, certain ways of being, certain ways of living. They could be trying to be a better person, or they could be trying to like change their life around in some way, shape, or form. And to clarify, it is ecstasy with chasing thrills, excitement, and good times. So this does look like if they have closed something out in their life in some way, shape, or form, I feel like they're ready for something a bit more lighthearted and easy, especially if what they closed out was very difficult and challenging. So they could definitely be, you know, into like, you know, more exciting, you know, interesting experiences. I also kind of get that maybe some of you guys are fearful that this person is only seeing this connection or seeing you as like a good time, seeing you as like a temporary fixation, and something like that, like something that's just fun. And whether you kind of feel that way towards, like, whether like you feel like that's how they feel, or whether you think that's just their intention with you, I feel like overall, your guard is still up. Okay, your guard is still up when it comes to this person or this connection that you may be in. Okay, you could be learning to like love yourself in a way. There may be a little bit more ego tied to you, rather than like self-love and compassion. So that could also be something that you're struggling with as well. But I definitely feel like you have a guard up towards this person. I do. I definitely feel like you do. So we're going to go ahead and get the tarot to clarify these. I'm going to clarify your section first. Spirit, please clarify the Four of Pentacles. Okay, why is this here for the fire signs in love and in romance with their person? Please channel the Four of Pentacles. Please clarify the Four of Pentacles. We got the Ten of Cups here, starting off. Please clarify the Four of Pentacles. Why is the Four of Pentacles here? Eight of Wands in reverse. Knight of Cups. There's that compassion and love. Okay. Queen of Swords. That I'm telling you, I don't know why you fire signs are so iffy about this person. If you're closed off from this person, communication ain't the greatest, because you got the Eight of Wands in reverse and the Queen of Swords. So I don't know, but your energy is so like clear. It's insane. All right, starting off, like I said, you have the Ten of Cups here. Okay, so you could definitely recognize that for yourself, you want complete emotional fulfillment. Okay, I kind of see this like as your position. The first card usually kind of symbolizes like your position in the spread. So I feel like you are looking for, you know, happy life, complete emotional fulfillment, vulnerability to where there's no judgment, where there's no harshness, where you can openly and freely be yourself and express yourself. And I feel like that is what you're striving towards. However, you can either notice in your dating pool or even just with this person that things are very chaotic. Okay, they're very indirect, subliminal, and intention can be a really big thing for you. Okay, so you can notice that like intentions with maybe this person or just in, you know, relationships in general just are never direct. They're never honest. They're never upfront. And so it gives this uncertainty of what to expect here with the Knight of Cups when it comes to people's offering, when it comes to people's position and how they show up to you or for you. Okay, you do have the Queen of Swords. So with that being said, you're always a bit guarded because you never know the true intentions, or because people have always shown you, you know, otherwise. So your energy is closed off, if that wasn't obvious enough. Now, if this is in regards to this specific person, okay, there could definitely be wonky communication. Okay, whether, you know, things are, you know, hot and cold, where questions are not fully direct and you're having to read in between the lines, whatever the case may be. I feel like there is a suitor here that wants to pursue you, but because they lack consistency, especially when it comes to communicating to you or speaking with you, talking to you, whatever, that is why your guard is up. That is why you're unsure. Okay, and it's like, I feel like your discernment is very strong when it comes to this person or when it comes to this connection. But it's like you don't necessarily know where this is going, so you're not taking any action. I feel like you're just kind of waiting either for this person to lead or take action, or you're just kind of waiting to see how things play out. Show me more for the Four of Pentacles for the fire signs in love. Show me more for the Four of Pentacles, please. Yep, Five of Swords. What? Whoa! Oh my gosh. What was that for? I didn't like that at all. What was going on there? Okay. Did I strike a nerve? Show me more for the Four of Pentacles. Okay. I knew that was going to come out. Jesus. Okay. All right. So continuing on, clarifying your energy with the Four of Pentacles here, you have the Five of Swords that came out first. Okay, so this does show me that this is a person or a connection where you feel almost defeated in a sense, where you're not necessarily giving too much or you're not engaging with it at all, because this almost feels like you're not gonna win in this situation. Like you're not gonna have the upper hand in this situation the way that you want to. That following, you have the Eight of Cups in reverse and the Ten of Wands in reverse with the King of Cups. So I feel like you are trying to stay emotionally content and regulated in your energy because of these like past experiences emotionally that you are still holding on to, that you have still experienced. However, with the Ten of Wands in reverse, this shows me that energy of removing those and letting those go. You're dropping those wands. Okay, you're not using them as a shield. You're not using them as like a guard or protected. Now, granted, you're closed off with this person, but I don't think it's because of you. I hope this is making sense. Like you're like your energy is a bit closed off with this person, not because like you don't trust yourself or you don't know how you feel, because I feel like you do. King of Cups is somebody that knows how they feel and they take action upon that. They might not be as expressive like the Queen of Cups, but this is somebody that's very stern and knows how they feel and what they want. So I feel like that's definitely kind of where your position's at. And because you know what you want, which is that Ten of Cups from earlier, because you know that that's what you're striving for, that's what you're standing firm on. And if you can feel that this person is a bit flaky or once again isn't that consistent with their energy, then you already kind of have that discernment of this probably won't work in my favor, or this won't go in the way that I want it to. And I feel like you are preventing yourself from being disappointed in that sense, which is why you're so closed off. Okay, now you have the Hierophant to the Three of Cups, the King of Wands, and the Five of Wands. I do not like this combination, especially when it comes up for a love reading, because I do feel like for you, once again, the way that you may go about things could be really traditional, or there's some type of lesson involved with this person that you're learning or that you're experiencing. And unfortunately, Three of Cups to the King of Wands to the Five of Wands, this gives me really nasty third party. This is a nasty third party like ask any tarot reader. This is not a good combination to have in a love reading. Okay, this is somebody that can be very cocky or manipulative, or like we said, like narcissist is up here. And the Five of Wands to the Three of Cups is that good time, excitement, you know, celebratory party, single life energy that's being exuded here is either being orchestrated or it's inviting a distorted masculine energy here that is only causing more disruption and chaos in your energy or in your life here. And I feel like with the Hierophant, this could definitely be something that you're having to learn or experience through this, because there could be a lesson involved here. This may also be maybe like a work situation. Hierophant could symbolize like forms of like authority, like higher versions of authority in some way. So this may be like a work third party or something like that. But for a lot of you, I feel like you are just a bit, it's almost like a bittersweet thing. Like, oh, like this person, you know, is funny, or this person does, you know, make me, you know, feel some type of way that I could be neglecting to admitting to myself. However, the instance or the situation involved is very messy. And so you could just be sitting very content in your energy. You got graceful and kind-hearted. So even if this is a person or a situation that isn't working out the way that you maybe anticipated, wanted, or expected, I feel like you're still going about it very gracefully. I don't feel that your energy is very, it doesn't feel immature. Like your vibe doesn't feel really immature with this. It's more so of just going about things in a more calmer way. However, that doesn't, you know, include it, you know, you not giving too much of yourself away, or not, you know, saying as much. Like you're just keeping it very like median is what it seems like between you and this person here. So you got the number 1010 here, as well as 55. Those numbers could have significance to you in some way. The zodiac signs present on your section alone, you have Taurus. So next we're going to clarify your person to see why they have card 21. We have a flyer with the 7 of Pentacles. So this person could have been waiting for the right time to approach you, waiting for the right time to get to know you better, waiting to come back into your energy if there has been some type of separation, blockage, or distance. Yeah, 9 of Wands here. Show me more for the World card. Clarify the World card, please. Knight of Swords. Okay. Oh, there's another card behind it. I didn't even see that. Show me more for the World. Why is this here? The Devil card in reverse. Yeah. This person, okay, that you're involved with in some way, shape, or form, romantically, they want to come towards you with something. They want to say something to you. They want to give you some type of information. However, I feel as if they're waiting. They're either waiting for the right moment, they're waiting for something to close out or finalize in some way before they can come towards you fully. You got the Fool in reverse to the Devil, so that shows me there is hesitancy with a new path forward. There's hesitancy towards a new start because of things that are toxic, unhealthy, or unbalanced in this person's energy that they're trying to remove. Okay, now this may have to take some time with something. I'm not entirely sure what this is, but I feel like this person's like, oh, I'm just waiting for the right moment, waiting for the right moment, waiting for the right moment. But with the Two of Swords to the Nine of Wands, this kind of shows me like the longer this person waits for the right moment, the moments pass you by, right? It's like if you wait for the right moment, you'll be waiting forever, right? And I'm not saying to impulsively take action, right? The Knight of Swords would be like that impulsive need to say something or to do something, but it's like this person doesn't want to act too impulsively. It's like they want things to be calculated, or they want things to be done right or done the right way. And that requires them to release a few things out of their life in order for this connection to stabilize in some way. Now, this could be releasing maybe single life habits, right? Because you have dating, so that would be like solidifying something, right? That would be like having to really tie down on, okay, you can't be, doing what you were doing when you were single now that you're, connected to this person or whatever the case may be. And so 10 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, there's this energy of stability or wanting stability or finding longevity in a connection that this person could be trying to embrace or learn or experience. And with the 8 of Swords in reverse, I feel like this person is recognizing that a lot of what they're fearful of, or that they're constantly stressing about or worrying about, are things that are either mundane or out of their control. So I feel like they're recognizing that, they're not confined, right, or trapped in these fears and anxieties that they're refusing to see or face, but more so of the fact that it's just all in this person's head, and that they can take action or lead or remove whatever needs to be removed in order to experience, better, whether that's just in life in general or in this connection with you. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah. I feel like there's this fear of them not being stable enough for you. Maybe not having enough money for you in some way. Yeah, 6 of Wands in reverse to the Wheel of Fortune. This person feels really unlucky with their stability or with where they're at in life when it comes to, values and assets. Oh my gosh. Yeah. King of Pentacles in reverse, 8 of Pentacles in reverse, and the Page of Swords in reverse. So yeah. Yeah, this person feels like a lot of their hard work and dedicated efforts don't necessarily get them anywhere or get them where they need to be, to maybe branch off and, do that. This almost kind of gives me that energy of like, people not wanting, like a person not wanting to solidify something or make something serious because they're not fully equipped for themselves. They're like, oh, well, I don't have this together, and I don't have this, and I don't have that. And so, I can't, I can't really show up for you, or I can't really do what I want to do for you. And once again, it's like this energy of like, I feel like this person may want to, but there could just be some struggles, especially with money. Especially with money that this person really, really struggles with. That could be putting a dent in this connection in some way, or just a dent in their energy with how they're showing up for you. But I feel like there's something that they're not recognizing with the Page of Swords here. There's something that they're not recognizing with their energy and how they're allowing this to overtake their life. Some of you, this person maybe could have like a smoking addiction, a drinking addiction, as well. And in order for this connection to grow or to really expand itself in a way, this person may have to cut that out or, limit that down a little bit. in some way, shape, or form in order to stabilize their health in some way. Like, I don't know what the negotiations are, but this does look like this person is struggling with that in some way, shape, or form. And this could definitely maybe be like work or money related that this person may be struggling with. But yeah. So the angel numbers on your person's side, you do have the number 88. And then all together in this, like in both spreads, you have the number 888, as well as yeah, 888. You have the number 55 and the number 1010 or 101010. And then yeah, that's it. And then your zodiac signs that are present in your spread, like I said, you have really strong, no, you have Taurus, Capricorn, and Sagittarius. Taurus, Capricorn, and Sagittarius. So, but this is what I have for you, fire signs, for your love reading between you and your person. If this reading resonated in any way, shape, or form, be sure to let me know in the comment section down below. You guys can also hit the like button and the share button, as well as subscribe to this channel so you guys are constantly notified for when I post readings. Any information in regards to personal readings will also be in my description box as well as my bio, or you can reach out to me personally and I will get back to you as soon as I can. And you guys can also follow me on TikTok for when I do live streams as well as post video content. Okay, my name is Empress Sunlight Tarot, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.